Oh, way to start the show by coughing. And welcome to the Big T Show. I am Big T, and we are back. A show where it's a selfish act of a fat guy talking about what, who, what, ass eating, NFL, and a big boomer always has to check his phone to make sure he's doing it right. We're still on the road. We're still not hooked up with the what the fuck's that thing called? The Zoom. Very professional. But oh shoot. All right, we're good. We're good. But listen, I got the Zoom thing to do stuff on the road, have guests. I want to have James back. I want to start my. See, it's a fake mic, but it's a mic. Like if I was a girl and wanted to call this my dick, you'd have to accept it. So you got to accept that this is a mic. Also, it's 2022, and it's flying 2022. We're in the fall. Great fucking fat man weather. Not zero baby powder. Never zero baby powder. Even in the winter, no zero baby powder. Like just because you think you can get away with it, then you're not going to be fresh. And this is coming from a fat guy that enjoys blowjobs. As a fat guy, you're already against the strikes against you. You're fat, society's standards. But then if you're fat and a girl goes and blows you and you stink because you're a fat, sweaty fuck, even in February, no, powder all year long, just less. Less. You need a little glide. You need a little. The moisture turns to fucking body odor quick. It's a fat guy hack. I'm just letting you in on the secrets. And I just love this time of year. Less baby powder. You have to pour it on everywhere. It's fucking beautiful out. You have the NFL. We'll get to the big tits, big pics later. It's just beautiful out, man. And I fucking lost my train of thought. What the fuck was I just gonna say? Fuck. I fuck. I was leading off with something. Oh yeah, big boss. A selfish act of me talking. This is to get better. Who knows what I'm talking about? We did the NFL last week. If I lost you, listen. This is a digital resume for me. If zero people watch, I'm just creating content of showing my versatility, the gambling, the cooking show, the comedy, the this, the whatever. And it's a digital resume going forward. Oh, about talk about James and the Zoom cam because like I know it's been done, but I just rewatched season 4 of The Sopranos, like random seasons, like not even starting from the beginning, just went through Breaking Bad again, just classics, man. Will they ever be able to make shows like this? Who the fuck knows? They did a whole episode on Columbus Day and them fighting Indians, like fucking indigenous fucking people. Shut the fuck up. It's like I never seen a bunch of sore losers in my life, like in life, not the Indians, just people in general. Like it was a different era. Like what about the people Genghis Khan fought? Like what about them? They deserved a better life. Yeah, we all deserved a better life, but it was a different fucking era back then. Like they gave them smallpox. Like all right, they should have their own blankets then. But there was a whole episode of the Italians fighting for Columbus Day. They were taking it away. This is going back how long ago is The Sopranos, but I'm sitting there howling laughing. One of the best episodes because they're all upset, up in arms that they're taking Columbus Day away. And David Chase, I think his name's the creator, sat down and was like, no. We're going to make a whole episode defending Columbus Day and them fighting with Indians and going to a fucking protest. Audi Bucco hides in the car. It's just a classic. James, fucking big time Italian friend of the show, just started watching The Sopranos during the pandemic. He's a little younger, but he loves it. Now he just drives around listening to clips of it, And we want to run back where we go through season 1, started episode 1, and then we break down that episode. It may not be for everyone, but listen, again, it's a selfish act of us talking, just doing what you love, man, doing what you like. We're gonna get into some NFL shit later. I still want to do the podcast, the history of New York. The idea is easy. The concept of executing is hard. I got this book. Shout out to my friend Mikey, the Burger King of New York. Forgetting me what's that motherfucker's name? Robert Moses, who some people really hate, racist. He did some good things, just like a lot of people. You do good things, you do bad. Like you don't want to compare Hitler, but like Robert Moses, like he made all the parkways so black people couldn't take the bus to his beaches and shit, which is pretty fucked up. But he also I don't know. I got to read the book, The Art of the Power Broker, The Power Broker. But the history of New York is just so interesting to me. Like gangs in New York, all like just this is where we were like how they built the Brooklyn Bridge back in the day. It's just interesting shit. I just need to gather some people that can help me gather facts, and then do each show. We're gonna do that going. So I want to get a couple of things going. I know it's a lot of talk, but now I got to execute. But beautiful fall day in New York. On the road. I don't know. It's a beautiful day. I haven't been outside because the place I've been helping a family member with some stuff. The neighborhood, there's a lot of neighborhoods. There's just people. There's pretentious people. It's just I don't know, man. This place I'm at, it's like a Grand Theft Auto game. Like there's some hot people down here. A lot of my friends' wives and girlfriends are beautiful, and I say that respectively like it's a compliment. You know what I mean? They're fucking beautiful fucking people. They're physically beautiful. They're nice people. I don't know why this hat looks crooked on me. I don't want to look like maybe the computer crooked. But then you got these fucking cunts just look down on you like it's a small beach community that were all bungalows, and then the price of the value of their house, a lot of summer people, then the winter people were hardcore because you're living on the beach in different weather, it's not nice. And now it's like more full-time people, and you have a lot of personalities. It's like a social experiment gone awry, and a lot of these people suck dick. Their heads got exploded with the property value of these little bungalows. I think back in the day, someone told me that they were going for like 3,000 each. This is a long time ago, but they were just shacks, but on a beautiful little peninsula in Rockaway. And now that $1 million homes, and it's hard not to let that go to your head, and your little enclave. But they suck. A lot of them suck dick. Like we all our shit's all brown or black. You know what I mean? Like who the fuck are you? And they're like a generic character. Like if you ever played Grand Theft Auto and you're driving around the city, like just instead of doing the missions, you're going around just killing people, fucking hookers. Grand Theft Auto is a great game. I always refer back to it because it was my childhood. I love that game. You know what I mean? Like, but like there's always like just similar. There was like maybe 5 characters, X amount of characters throughout the whole video game, and that's how I feel in this enclave and the judgment of going outside. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, there's just this like this. Like, I don't know, maybe she was hot when she was younger, not even a MILF, caravan driving, multiple kids, fireman husband, Shamrock, fucking BPNY, whatever fucking initials of the fucking community look. You know what I mean? Like, same cookie cutter, stupid fucking haircut. You know what I mean? Like probably yapping about the same complaints. My husband don't go down on me. Like just like shut the fuck up. Like who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Like, and I can't even go outside. Like as I'm trying to help a family member out, doing some things around their house for them, and like just the judgment. And like you can never like. It's like I'm praying for a Sandy part 2. Like I live on the 3rd floor. That's how some of the people in this community, and there's assholes in a lot of communities. But when you're in a tight knit, similar community, I always say, not, like from back in the day. Now there's more like interracial, interfaith. I'm in an interfaith relationship, and the more kids you have, the gene pool becomes more diverse. But for a long time, there was probably maybe 20 people like this called doppelgangers. Like there's someone that looks like me in Germany or fucking England or something, and like it's weird. You see people in the street like, oh, that looks like my friend Johnny or this guy. You know what I mean? And there's probably only X amount of body types. You know what I mean? The more different cultures and countries have sex with each other, it's probably making it even more wide range. But these people down here, there's probably 5 different. There's probably 5 generic fucking codes of these fucking cunty people. The fucking khaki wearing fucking boat shoe husband, fucking finance bro. If not, and listen, shout out to the fireman friend. All my friends are firemen. I'm not talking about my people. Like these, and I'm not just biased because of my friends. It's just they're actually normal fucking people, not fucking heard something of it. Not these cunts that make me fucking sick, and you can't even go outside and enjoy this fucking beautiful day. But listen, I don't know why I'm ranting at the top about these people. I ate mushroom. I've been eating a lot of mushrooms recently, and I hate when people talk about they're down, they're having one of those days or this. It's like, for the longest time, I had a bad ex, and she's like, "You act weird when you eat microdosing mushrooms." Meanwhile, I know it's helping me, and the way I feel after the fact, I'm not actually to eat an eighth. Eat 2.2 of a gram, a half a gram, and I got away from it. I keep just lighting this joint, not hitting it. And I got away from it. And my trainer, shout out to Vince, was like, "Tom, why aren't you microdosing?" And he's like, because I was in such a bad relationship dealing with trauma. And that's why I'm going to dwell on that. I'm not going to put the bad energy in the universe. That I think indirectly, all the times I got yelled at for eating mushrooms, I was acting weird when I wasn't. It was just helping myself. And this person had trauma that they weren't dealing with. And I've been eating them a lot more lately. Riding my bike, free like a fucking dog. Riding, jamming out, the sun, no shirt on, flying on my bike. And then how good you feel afterwards. I feel good in general, let alone after I eat a fucking some mushrooms, but it backfired recently. I ate some. Was in Brooklyn, and then I pop out of Prospect Park by Grand Army Plaza, and these were strong, and they fucking started hitting me. I'm like, holy shit! And I was with my buddy. We were driving over the Manhattan Bridge, and we're driving up Flatbush Avenue. Cars are flying, this is downtown Brooklyn. I'm tripping a little, and I'm like, yo, we busted the left down Bergen. I was like, I can't drive up Flatbush Avenue tripping. The cars are flying. It was too intense, and it got so intense. I was driving over the Manhattan Bridge. I'm like, yo, don't get off your bike and climb over the fence. I don't know why I was thinking this thought. I don't want to jump off the bridge, but I was high on mushrooms a little. And then as I'm thinking this, all right, just stay on your bike, stay on your bike. My friend's like, next pillar will stop, in the middle of the bridge. I'm like, fuck, just try to be cool. But after that, I had so much more clarity, and I kept thinking about these people in this shitty community, and how even though I'm helping someone out, taking care of just doing work around their house, I gotta get back to me, peace of mind. Peace of mind's priceless. You can't buy it in Rite Aid, and I don't have peace of mind where I'm at right now. And the mushrooms have been helping me with that. And the people that fight the world and just keep going through each day struggling, when you can try something like 3 hours of just eating some mushrooms. 3 hours. That's how long you eat a half a gram, and how good you feel afterwards. And that's how I've been feeling lately, except for when I'm caged in this fucking place. And, a couple weeks I'll be back to normal. You see the Big T studio back, and I'm going to feel a lot better, man. Ever since I had this clarity of thinking about this as I'm on these mushrooms, my life has been feeling better. I see an escape of me trying to help someone out, man. And, and listen, in life, just be cool, man. Life's the ultimate equalizer. If you're an asshole, eventually it comes back around and catches up to you. And I just try to be cool. Jokes are jokes, and just don't be an asshole. It's easy, and just be the person you are when you're high. Like I always say, eat some mushrooms, smoke some weed, relax, feel good, laugh, and these people down here was taking that away from me, man. But I feel good. I'm feeling good. I'm letting this out right now. We're gonna get into the football picks. Week one's always tough. We're down. We're only down 2. Last year we're doing 1,000 a week. Now we're only doing 200. But this weekend I was supposed to be in the hamburger eating contest at the end of the Mermaid Parade, and there's a little controversy too. Little Mermaid's black now, and there's a lot of easy jokes that I've been seeing online that are funny, but there's people really in uproar over Little Mermaid being black. I really don't give a fuck because I never really liked that movie. Yeah, grown ass man, you shouldn't be liking Little Mermaid. But these mermaid people in general, I feel like the last 5 years, 10 years or so, quality television. Oh fuck! I feel the last 5 years ago, 10 years. I can't even speak right now. There's been more and more. There's been a mermaid upswing. You know what I mean? More and more people. We got the Mermaid Parade in Coney Island. Then in Rockaway, you got the Poseidon Parade, and that's when I thought this hamburger eating contest I was entering was gonna go. But like, it's like, yo, you think you're a mermaid? These people really like they dress up and they really live this mermaid lifestyle. They have like a prom and shit. It's like, yo, you're not even a good human on land. You think you're gonna be a good fucking fish? You fucking retard. Like you're putting the cart before the horse. Why don't you worry about being a good person on land and then, hey, I already conquered this land shit. Let me go fucking conquer the ocean, you fucking shitheads. And I see these people marching. Some of them is like some of the worst people in the neighborhoods. A bunch of fucking shitheads. You know what I mean? They make me fucking sick. So I'm better off. I'm almost happy this hamburger eating contest wasn't what the fuck going on after this fucking shitty fucking shithead parade. Next time you see this, look, you think they're like you're not even a good person on land. What would make you a good fucking fish? You dumb fucking retard. You know what I mean? Like it just fucking mermaids and people in uproar about Little Mermaids being black. But there is some funny stuff online, pretty racist stuff. But listen, race is funny. You know, as long as you're not like that is making you go and beat up a certain race or whatever. And it's not when you say race, people automatically think black or white. It just could be anything, you know. And like even at the roast battle I was at, which I'm going to tonight. Shout out to Oleg. He's fighting Steve Yensel. The one I had, I went with race stuff. People are like, oh, race. She ended with a shout out to Dory, the lady I roasted. Super nice. She came up to me. I had all this stuff planned, and she like introduced herself. We knew each other just from online or whatever. The girl I roasted, and I was like, fuck, man, she's just a nice person. And I felt so bad that I had to go all this shit lined up to fucking roast her. And I went with some race shit because I find race funny. I don't back off from it. You know, like I went to public school my whole life, so I'm like it's what I know. Black people, I love. You know, like don't be scared. Just don't be a fucking asshole. Be cool. Like I said, be cool with everyone. And people are like, oh, you're a lot of race stuff. I lost the crowd. It's like she ended with a Ku Klux Klan joke, saying I'm a racist. Like, what the fuck? Like everyone, it's instilled in everyone. Like, you know what I mean? People go to the Olympics. Hey, I'm here for this team. Like, yeah, that's a flag where you were born, let alone the skin we were born in. Like, why wouldn't you be prideful for that? Not going around saying being a Klansman, but like, oh yeah, I'm happy to be white. This is like, people go to the Olympics for a stupid country. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you be prideful of the color of your skin? Yeah, I don't know, but like that, and like just me even saying like her ending with a Ku Klux Klan joke, it's like hypocritical. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm never gonna back off it. I'm always gonna push the ticket with that, push the limit with that, whatever the fucking term is, because someone needs to. You can't fucking hide and run from this shit. And I'm telling you, go online these Little Mermaid memes about her being black. I was fucking howling, pissing my pants. Call me wrong, I don't give a fuck. It's fucking funny. It's jokes. It's levity. You know what I mean? It's fucking it's funny shit. I highly recommend go Google and Little Mermaid black memes. They're fucking absolutely hilarious. And if you have a problem with that, suck my fucking dick. But yeah, a couple more things like about the people that judge me. You know, in a neighborhood that I might have grew up in. And yeah, I don't hide from my past. And I dabble in this, dabble with that. Yeah. But I also dabbled with being a stock boy as a kid. Put paper out in Brooklyn, this, like waking up, like, I remember collecting cans. There was like this rich family, like they would have cans of Tab. They don't make it no more. It's a dated reference, Tab. It was like this horrific soda. But they drank a lot of it. They were like yuppie, rich, uppity fucking shitheads. And like, oh, it's in the basement. I was like, probably like, I was under 10. I was super young. And I remember I was like, these cases are heavy today. And it was like Amstel and Heineken. I go to the store to return them. They were full. So I'm like sitting there and you need a bottle open. I'm fucking like smashing the tops, trying to open them on the fucking cement outside the store. I want the 5 cents. I was always hustling. These people can judge me all they want. Like, but I would collect cans. I would tie shopping carts with twine. And collect cans on the beach just to get money. I don't like to, like once my parents would say no about having money, like no, I'm getting my own money. You know what I mean? Like, so whatever I ever did, it was just creating money out of like whatever illegal stuff, legal stuff I ever did. And like I was just reading an article in the paper that every couple of years it comes out. I've read it before that there's people out there making $1,000 a day collecting fucking cans. Like people always talk about there's no job or work or this or hustle or there's ways to make money in this world. You just suck. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the world, it's you. You know what I mean? Like, get a job, come up. And I'm not saying go out collecting cans. And, like, it's the weirdest thing if you ever have, like, these can collecting people, they ever make eye contact with you when they're collecting their cans, like, when you're leaving your house. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. They're a little weird sub creature of people, but listen, the people are out there making fucking $1,000 a day collecting cans. Not even like Kramer. You know, there was a guy down here. Um, he left his family, and the rumor was he moved to Michigan. I'm not even making that up because it's 10 cents a can. He would go and collect all the cans, and I grew up with the girl. I felt embarrassed for her because it was like a joke. Like, it was that was the joke. Your dad collects cans, but they were like going on nice vacations and stuff. But then eventually he ditched the family, moved out with some lady, and I think moved to Michigan just by chance that the cans there are 10 cents. But there's these people out there making $1,000 a day. There's a whole article in the Post about it, and it just reminded me, like, even as a kid, like, I touched on episodes before, like, when I used to be partying, like, these kids are out there hanging out with me all night. They're never working. Who's giving them the money to party? Oh, the parents that like to judge you. You know what I mean? These enabling fucks. Maybe tell your kid. I was tying twine to multiple shopping carts and walking in the middle down pretty far walk to fucking get, like, to return shopping carts full of cans after collecting them off the fucking beach, because you live on the beach, people are drinking, you're young. I remember the fucking little mini fucking little rocket ship Bud Nibs people would drink. I remember collecting those. Like, those always fascinated me, little Bud Nibs. Even when I drank, I love little nibs. Fucking one shot, boom. I could do that with a 12 ounce. But yeah, that was just some stuff. Oh, I'm gonna get into these NFL picks. And if we have time, maybe go around the league. If I lose you, I lose you. But, like, I'm such a degenerate. You know what I mean? Like, I stopped for a while. They gave us the Yankee tickets to Legend Suite, lobster, stone crab legs, Roger Waters suite tickets at the Lexus Box Suite in Madison Square Garden for me and Kira. Food sucked there. They offered me, when at the roast battle recently, post U.S. Open party at Marquee. Come free bottle service. Opening day at Bounce last week. I didn't show up because the red zone's crack. You can sit on the couch and just have them feed you crack. And, like, I was doing good. I wasn't gambling, and, like, I'm doing the big tits, big picks of the week. It's small, $200. It was $1,000 the last couple of years. We didn't start off on the right foot, but it's first week. It's hard to, like, anything could happen, and it did. But I'm such a degenerate. In the 2000s, in the 2000s, Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, all these people had sex tapes, and it was wild. All of a sudden we have video cameras on our phone, and it was cell phones were new, but a couple years later we had video cameras, and everyone was making sex tapes. Everyone was making sex tapes, and I remember I had a couple, consensual, of course, and in multiple sex tapes, Joe Buck was in the background talking like, "Oh, David Wright, 3 for 4 this World Series." Like, "Oh, Eli Manning stops back." Like, in different videos, like, you hear Joe Buck as I'm trying to make the sex tape with a girl, but probably have parlays going. You know what I mean? I'm watching the TV as I'm hitting the doggy style. She's like, "Oh, you love doggy style." Like, yeah, put your head down. I got the fucking game on. I'm multitasking right now. But in multiple sex tapes, Joe Buck's in there. Like, he drops back. You know what I mean? And he's like, "Score!" As I'm, like, coming. I'm a degenerate, is what I'm trying to say. And speaking of degenerate, we're going in this week. We got the big tits, big picks of the week. I'm ready to fucking go. I'm ready to win some money. I did some long shot ones that not part of the big tits, big picks of the week. I pay like 160 something thousand. It's absurd, but it can happen. Know how it can happen? If you don't make a pick. You know what I mean? And, like, this is small. I'm not trying to get back into it. Last year when I got drawn back in a little, winning a bunch of money, I was like, it was consuming my life. I'm trying to be a comedian. I'm trying to be famous, and if you want to be good at gambling, you got to be on top of everything. But this week we're gonna break down some picks. I'm going with a 7-teamer. Like, I know I'm talking about, we didn't hit last week. And, like, yeah, no, let's add 7 teams. That makes sense, Tom. Oh, parlay's a loser man's bet. Fuck you. Listen, I love these picks. Let me see how much it is. It's 200 pays 5,083. 5,100. 200 pays 5,100. 7 teams. We're gonna zero in on. I got a lot of the Detroit Lions on my team. I got Goff. I picked up Goff after Prescott got hurt in fantasy. I had Swift, their running back, and I picked up their receiver. You're stacking them. So if one guy scores, they all score. And my other option was Gibson, who's on my team, on the Redskins, who they're playing in Detroit. Detroit, I feel they're going to come up this year. They lost week 1, but I feel they're going to shock some people in a couple of games. I fucking I don't know how that got through, but I think I'm expecting a lot of points this game. I didn't put my man Swift in. I put him in other plays. Even though he's on my team, he's a little injured, but I love the over in this game. I brought it all the way down to 42.5, the alternate total. You can never be good at gambling. You can only hope better your odds. So over 42.5 in the Detroit Redskin game. And you have Carson Wentz, this fucking cunt who I hate. But you have Antonio Gibson, who can catch out of the backfield and is their lead running back. I have him to score anytime. That's receiving, rushing, whatever it is. And then I have Michael Pittman on my team. He's hurt. Now we got the Colts in Jacksonville. Jacksonville, good quarterback. When are they going to start making moves? Matt Ryan from left the Falcons, got traded to the Colts. They're down Pittman, the number 1 receiver. You have Taylor, maybe the MVP of last year, the lead running back, fucking sick yardage. I have him anytime touchdown scoring. You gotta lean on your running back. Your receiver's hurt. Move the ball around. I'm expecting a score from Jonathan Taylor. Let's go. I have there's an option on FanDuel. It's called double result. It's normally you can do it for any. You can do one team winning the first half, one team winning the second half, ties. There's a bunch of options or 5 options because you can pick the 2 teams 5 different ways or a tie. I like the Rams against the Falcons at home, a bounce back game. They listen. The Bills are the top Super Bowl pick, like money wise, on FanDuel, and they smoked the Rams week 1. They got to bounce back. I got them double results. That means the Rams gonna have to win at halftime. Just be up. It's a 10-point spread. They just got to be up at halftime and win the game outright. I love this. Check that out. Get on FanDuel. And then we're gonna move this right along. I'm not gonna keep breaking down every game, but just a little bit. The Bengals, the Super Bowl. They should have won last year. To be honest with you, they fucking laid an egg against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, like the numbers of the opening game at home or on the road with Tomlin, they're like plus money. And I went against all the fucking analytics and the numbers that were telling me to take the Steelers, and I took the Bengals. But Prescott's hurt. Who's going to throw the ball around the yard for the Cowboys? Cooper Rush? I don't think so. I brought an alternate spread down to -5.5. Why 5.5? Because you do 6.5. Like, oh, you cover yourself for a touchdown. But let's say this is a game, and it goes to overtime, and they score a touchdown. They don't kick the extra point. Once you score a touchdown, the game's over in overtime. If it goes that far. So now you're at 6.5, like, oh, touchdown just during the game, a normal procedure. Or if they miss the extra point, you cover your ass. You cover your ass at 5.5. If it goes to overtime, they score a touchdown, you're winning still. It's a little gambling hack. It's not the biggest thing, but know what? If it goes to OT, there's so many times I'm like, oh, we're gonna score a touchdown. I'm like, fuck, I got it at 6.5. And it'll kill you. It'll kill you. But back to we're gonna go into the Monday night games. Also, there's a couple other games. There's so many. It's a full board of fucking games. Monday they have the doubleheader of Monday Night Football, which is just fucking fun. Having not like 2 games on a Monday. People are like, oh, I got work. I hate work. Monday you can fire some action. You got 2 games, 2 chances to win. And I like the Bills at home against the Titans. The double result again. Bills will be up at halftime. Bills will be up at the end of the game, win the game outright. My man Gabe Davis better play. He's on my fantasy team. If not, they just have a lot of options. And Josh Allen is just fucking sick. And then the night game, it's going to be a fun one. Vikings versus Eagles. Vikings have just sick offensive personnel across the board. The Eagles, same thing. They traded for Brown. But I love Dalvin Cook. Fantasy homer. He's on my team. Anytime touchdown score. I think they're going to move the ball around and just feed my man Dalvin Cook up the gut. Anytime touchdown score. And it's a 7-teamer, but it's all doable stuff. A couple of touchdowns by stud running backs. I really like this pick. 2,000 pays for 5,100. So So if there's 15 weeks left, if this one hits, I can lose the rest of the year and we'll be plus money because there's only 15 weeks left. 200. I'll be down 332. I'll still be up 1,800 for the year. So you hit one of these parlays, you're good the rest of the year. You know what I mean? So let's go over it again. Over alternate points in the Lions Redskins game. Gibson, anytime touchdown score. Taylor, anytime touchdown score. Rams, double results. Bengals, -5.5. Bills, double results. And Cook, anytime touchdown score. I went away from my man Swift on the Lions, but know what? He might be hurt. He might be on a snap count. So listen, you don't deviate from the plan, but if an injury arises, you got to do what you got to do. Listen, thank you for anyone who watches, but if not, this is just a selfish act of me talking to get better for stand up. I know there's games on. I got the Red Zone on my phone. I'm going to a Mike in Queens tonight. Then going out to eat in Astoria. Then roast battle in the city. And this is just a selfish act of me talking to get better, and get better on stage and showing a different, you can talk sports, you can do this, and I enjoy doing it, so if 0 people watches, 1,000,000 people watch, whatever the fuck it is, I enjoy doing this. I love having fun, and I love giving the picks and breaking down some of the games. We'll do more next week. We'll go around the league. I didn't want to do it again. I had some stuff to talk about, these stupid mermaid people. But we got some shows coming up comedy-wise. Greg Giraldo's son, who's doing comedy, one of my favorite comics of all time. He has me on a show next week with Sherrod Smalls as the headliner. I met him at the Ryan Reese show in Long Beach. Cool dude. I'm looking forward to that. I was supposed to be on the show with Ryan Reese. I got to see tomorrow, the next day, with Dave Kosher from, what's that called? Anchorman in The Office. We'll see. I don't know how ticket sales were doing. Not my end. I'm not the headline. I'm not selling tickets. I was probably just going to host or do something like that. And what else? Just, a couple more shows in September. Oh, this one Wednesday in Long Island for my Long Island people. And listen, just trying to create. We got the cooking show. We got this. We got the picks. I feel very happy about my picks. Let's win some fucking money. Fucking fall in New York. Fat guy weather. Let's go. There's been another episode of The Big T Show. Thank you for watching. And remember, be the person you are when you're high. Later.